If I could speak to a business owner 12 months before a sale, I would advise them to look to manage two separate things: their company and themselves. So their company, what are we looking at? Well, clients will be aware that they need their documentation in place, they need their ownership papers, their name, those sorts of things. But what they do miss is standardization. Standardization of your contracts with customers, not one contract for one customer, another contract for another customer. Let's get some standard terms in place. Standardization with employees. So what's that? Want them all running the same contract. If they're not standard, let's spend those 12 months getting that in place. IT is the big one that a lot of people miss. What we want to make sure that you've got everything in place for your IT and that you know where that is and that you've got the right person within your organisation to assist in that handover. That's very important. As regards the individual, I think the one thing they've got to understand is that they need to reduce the amount of time they're spending in that business. So, for example, if you're going to be selling a company, that may well take up 30-40% of your time once you start that process. So you need to make sure that your business runs with you less available 30-40% of the time. That's quite a difficult thing to do. The other thing you need to be thinking about is probably 12 months following the sale, the buyer's going to want you around or available. So maybe don't book that holiday just yet. And finally, one tip, if you have given any personal guarantees to your bank, financial institution, anything like that, make sure you have that paperwork available. We need to make sure that when you receive the funds for the sale of your business, that you actually get to keep those and enjoy them, and you don't worry about old guarantees being called in at later dates. So they're the main things, but if you could just remember one thing, standardization, that's the most important thing.